Welcome to Unity Inspired Living. Our community began in 1989 as a small worldwide Unity book study group, and we've continued the momentum as an ever-evolving spiritual community. Each Sunday, you will find dynamic thought leaders delivering inspiring messages and talented musicians sharing sound healing through their melody. Here, we embrace ancient spiritual traditions, universal truths, and emerging wisdom. Let's check out this Sunday message. We're so grateful you've joined us. Are prepared. We are fully prepared to just open our hearts are open. Our minds are open. All we have to do now is welcome the one, the only Michael J. Allen as he shares what follows the holy pause. Thank you, beloved, for being here with us. It's all yours.
I'm so touched. My heart is like just excited. I feel like I'm going to Disneyland, you know? Thank you all for being here and joining me and hearing what Spirit communicates through me. Please know that this whole talk is for me. You know, the universe is here providing for me. And I'm doing my absolute excited best to show up in the moment. And I'm grateful for Reverend Angelica's music. It's so soul touching. It's not just sounds. There's energy in that music and the way she plays it, and uh, I'm grateful. Um, Reverend Verona, years ago, when I first met her, she probably has the best welcome I've ever received in my life. Uh, when I first met her, and soon after that, I started calling her God. And her response was, "Hello, God." I can't remember the last time she has said my name, my human name. She's always responded in recognizing that I am, as you are, a unique expression of God. And what I love so much in my life today is that the sacred holy pause is like having an immediate appointment with God, like an immediate meeting. Years ago, I learned this from coming to Unity and watching how, uh, back in the day, that Amy and other people talked about the pause. We have to pause and be present. And now it's like, stop, pause, and be present. It's like it's grown, it's expanded. I've taken responsibility for allowing only the God in me to reveal itself. A lot of times doing our inner work, we have all the crap that we're working on, you know. But when you pause, when I pause, I release, I let go, I surrender. I know that I'm talking right to God, right to the Father, right to the one I know loves who I am and is never, ever, ever, ever disappointed with any human thing I've ever done. Because everything is polarity. There's bitter and sweet, there's up and down, there's good and bad. And if I take my judgment out of where I am emotionally, mentally, physically, and I pause and I continue to surrender in my mind and my heart, and I start to, in that pause, reveal the wisdom of my heart, not what I'm thinking. And in that pause, there are no instructions for letting go and know that you've let something go. But it is a beautiful thing to know that if I allow myself to completely and absolutely be this God unique in presence that I am, Letting go is like taking out the trash. Wrap it up, put it in the bag, take it to the dumpster, let it go. Nobody goes back to get their trash. So when you let something go in that holy pause, you're talking as God, to God, from God, with God, because that holy pause, it's the present moment. It isn't my past. It isn't what I've done. It isn't what's happening to me. It's this instant communion in the moment to be with the creator that created me. There's no judgment in the sacred pause. There's this divine acceptance. There's this loving presence, this loving truth, this intelligence that has order and balance and harmony working for us. And we complain about the smallest things in life. I can't do that. I have to pause. The moment I go out into the world, I'm as human as anybody else. I'd start automatically judging what the world is doing. And when I notice that I'm doing that, I pause. I stop and I go, you know, what a gift. What a gift to pause and let go of everything. And know that when I let go of everything in that sacred, holy pause, I'm basically saying, God, I need you. Show me. God, I desire you. Show me. God, I surrender. Show me. God, show me how to surrender. And the present moment that's the treasure. Don't help me with my past. Help me with my present moment. Help me feel the smile in this pause. Help me feel the medicine in this pause. Help me feel the magic in this pause. Help me absolutely believe that you cannot have bitter without sweet. So bless the bitter and bless the sweet. And listen for the wisdom. A lot of times I pause because, man, I'm thinking too much. So I pause and I put my attention on my heart. And I say to my heart, I don't need to know why. I don't need to know all the answers. If everything is within me, if the spirit of the living God is expressing itself in every moment of my life, with every breath that I breathe, I don't need to know everything. I just need to surrender and start to activate feelings, real high frequency feelings in my pause. I know we've had moments in our life where we've just felt this anxiousness and this nervousness and this, not knowing what to do and feeling like, oh my God, I got to figure out what to do, and the energy goes up inside of because we're moving farther and farther away from the present moment. So I invite you right now in this moment to join me. Pause. When I pause, I put my full attention on my heart or on my breath. When I pause, I say, I want to feel the appreciation that's emerging from me right now because I'm pausing to be present with the Creator. I'm pausing to be present with myself. So I'm going to put on the brakes, bring my hearing to an internal place, close my eyes so I don't instantly judge, and I get excited about the breath. The Creator is in the breath. You got to pause and embrace the breath. The Creator is in the light. You got to pause and embrace the light that you are. And it's the light that you think you can only see when you turn the switch on. This light never goes out. This is not a light that needs you to switch it on. It needs it doesn't have need in it. It's an opportunity for me, for you to imagine, like that little kid inside of us. I'm just going to be light right now. I'm going to pause and just be light. I'm going to pause and just be forgiving. I'm going to pause and be excited about just smiling. I'm going to pause and be grateful for all my Mattel toys and all my dolls. I'm going to pause and just smile. There's magic in the holy pause. Our magic is in the holy pause. There's no blaming, no shaming, no judgment, no criticism, no separation. There's no them and they and us and them. None of that exists in the present moment. There's a treasure in the holy pause. There's your pot of gold coming straight from our heart, straight from our word, because we know we are a whole, perfect, and complete expression of God. There's nothing to compare ourselves to because God gave everybody the same thing. The intelligence gave you specifically what you needed. It gave me specifically what I needed. So if we're comparing, we're wasting this thing called time. There's no time in the present moment. There's only now. There's only choose. There's only create. There's only desire. There's only the sun shining. Our problems don't come with us when we pause, unless we bring them into the pause. Don't bring anything into the pause that's a human condition. You might trick yourself. It might be your ego trying to get you to manipulate something outside of yourself. The sacred holy pause is only in, you can only access it inside of yourself. It's nothing that goes on out in the world. What human beings do, that goes on out in the world. But everything comes from within. So we have to go within to transform anything in our life, to magnify it, to reveal it, to let it go, to forgive it. We have to go inside to do that. You can't get that at Walmart. It ain't on the shelf. You can't get that with, $500,000 in your bank account. You can't get that. You have to go inside of your soul desire, your heart desire, your magic as being a whole perfect and complete expression of God. God didn't make no junk. I used to love it when old people would say that. God didn't make no junk. Well, then act like a diamond. Pause and desire to be a diamond, not something that happened to you. I've been running these men's groups lately, and when we talk about our Father, a lot of times as men, we're talking about what did or did not happen. And we aren't always talking about the soul of the Father that is implanted in us as well. We're part of that. And there's so many different perspectives and ideas and opinions about what a man is, a father is, a human being is, that we get caught in the drama of the world. Going to the sacred, holy pause is a beautiful way to come out of the world and put your debit card in the mind of God. You don't have to do anything when you pause. Doing is ego, is kind of like ego work. I got to do this. I got to get this done. Uh-uh. When you pause, the way to receive the pause is to not question where you are in the moment. know that in that sacred moment, in that pause, you're saying, God, I know you love me. I know you're always present. I know you're the intelligence inside of me. I know you are part of my eternal soul. This thing called life is kind of crazy, though. It is. That's why we have to pause more often. We have to be. Now, when I say pause, I mean, that's what you do. That's you're doing. Like, nah, let me stop. Let me turn this energy off right now. Let me pause. Shut my mouth. Call on stillness, call on peace, call on being empathic to myself. Let go of my judgments and demand to be in the present moment and surrender to the intelligence in the present moment. Just catch yourself. Don't judge yourself. Just catch yourself. And when you catch yourself, you can upgrade by forgiving, by letting go, by cutting off all judgment of self and others, by asking questions that are related to the magnification of your consciousness, asking questions that are the magnification of your loving, your unconditional loving power. Pause and ask the universe, show me how to have heart-mind coherence with every breath that I breathe. Show me how to look at what is alive in the world and see God is alive everywhere. It's not a good or bad, it's life. It's bitter and sweet and whole and complete. Why judge it? Why judge it? Why put a label on it? Why turn it into something that is not a gift, a miracle? These are all little things I do in my pause. I ask myself real, authentic questions. Am I speaking to the human experience, or am I listening to my eternal soul? Our inner work is never about what's happening in the world. It's about why we're not choosing to be a creator in the world that has a beneficial presence to everything we do. Not just solve our problems, but magnify. You know, I want to do this. Um, Amy's got one of her children who's really gone through some challenges, and I don't even need to say what the challenges are. What I want to say is, what's possible if a group of people put their holy pause on knowing that her son is a complete divine expression in the mind of God, and we all come from the mind of God, we can just know the truth about his possibilities of being absolutely amazing and transformative. We just have to put that in our holy pause. We don't have to do anything about it. We are all one. There is only one mind. If we just focus our divine intention on the truth of another being, ourself first, come on now, don't give to people if you can't give to yourself. That's what I'm learning about. But we have the capacity in this one mind, this one power, this one presence to agree to come to this dynamic moment and say, I know the truth about that soul and I hold it in the light of the creator, knowing that there's absolutely nothing wrong. There's only the transformation of becoming more of who it truly is by me knowing the truth of who it is. It is an expression of God. It is not a diagnosis. It's not a label. It's not a what happened to me. It's not a what they're going through. It's an expression of God. I wish the healing world would see that there's a God in every living thing first before we start talking about what the problems are. You feel me? I just want to throw that in there. If you know me, you know I'm a mental health specialist. I've been master's degree in psychology, and I've worked in prisons, group homes, all around the country. So I'm grateful for all these variety of perceptions that the universe has allowed me to have. But the bottom line is nobody has convinced me that you cannot heal without the creator. No one's close. We are the creator. What's possible if we put our creative minds together in knowing that we all think, feel, know, and understand the truth of our being and send that energy to any living thing that could use the light coming from our creator within. I want to talk about the pause because it's simple. It's not a lot of work. It's something you could do at any moment of your life, and it comes from heart math. If anybody has studied heart math created this simple breathing process. And if you've seen any of my posts, you might see me mention follow the breath. And you follow the breath into your heart, not your lungs, your heart. And the more you follow the breath into your heart, the more your mind starts to slow down and be more coherent. And your heart gets bigger and bigger because wisdom wants to expand from your heart, not your mind. Heart focused breathing is a magical pause because it goes directly to the, the, the intelligence in you recognizing your breathing, directing it through your heart, and surrendering to the wisdom and the power and the magic of the heart. You can do that anytime. You could do it with your eyes open or your eyes closed. You create your own holy pause with heart focused breathing. You create your own transformation by being the one that is looking for the pause. When you start looking for where do I put the brakes on, where do I stop, and tune in to something greater than the universe itself. It's inside of me. So let me just pause and go, I don't know what to do. This is crazy. I don't know what's going on, but I will pause and I'm just going to focus on my breath. I don't know anything I've ever transformed in my life without my breath. I mean, the breath was always there. And the breath is the medicine, it's the magic, it's the incredible presence of life coming in and out of our body. I thank you all for listening. I thank Reverend Angelica for that soul music. She just got me in such a tone. I think I thank myself so much for simplifying, surrendering to the one. It's in the breath. Stop the bus, put on the brakes, take a breath, and say, nothing is more important than this precious breath that has just been moving through my body, that affects every trillion cell of my body. You can't get that at Walmart. You can't even get that at what's one of those really nice stores, Neiman Marcus. And you've got a direct line to the creator. Come to my workshop and let's magnify the feelings that can be healing, transformative, and a blessing to our soul. Thank you so much for listening. God.
Thank you so very much for sharing and for showing up and being you, powerful Prince of Peace. Thank you for revealing the light of the Creator to us this morning, and reminding us that so much the pause itself is not necessarily the destination. It's a place where we can um, awaken, possibility begins, and it affects. Did you hear this? It affects every cell in your body. Thank you for that reminder because it really does, right? Because it resets everything, gets our nervous system calm again. I mean, that holy pause affects every cell in your body. And you can't get that at Neiman Marcus. Yeah. Mhm. And you have a direct line to the creator. Yeah, that you don't have to go to Neiman Marcus for. I love this. I love that the Holy Pause offers us a choice. And uh, you said there's magic in the Holy Pause. I love that because the magic is that no separation, that no they them. There's that how else did you say this? That it's the Holy Pause is your treasure. It's your pot of gold is in the Holy Pause. Think about this. I love repeating some of these, mic drop moments in our talks because you move past them quickly, but it's like, wow, that was a mic drop. That was a moment to pause and say, the holy pause is where I find my pot of gold. It's where my treasure is. Not in all the hustle bustle and in the mind. As Angelica said, where there's so much in the mind all the time. So I love how the Prince of Peace brought us into our heart and talked to us about how wisdom wants to expand through our heart. Very profound and very powerful. Yeah, in the holy pause, there's just nothing to compare. If we compare, we're wasting time. We have to go inside your soul. You can't get that at Walmart. We're not shopping in any stores today. We're shopping in the cosmos, in the divine, in the heavens. Let's check in with everybody and see everybody's thoughts, feelings. Share with us how you're feeling this morning. What is yours cannot be taken. It can only be recognized and received. Thank you. Okay, this Angelica's music was beautiful. Pause, let go, no judgment. Thank you for such a wonderful answer message that the answer is always within. Peace is always within. It is a profound it's a simple message, but it is profound because we so often forget. But that doesn't matter. We can forget. It's how quickly we return, right? You like how Michael J and I matched today? We didn't even plan it. I didn't even text him this morning and say, wear your royal blue, your brightest blue. It's a unique blue too.
It is. What sparked this is my 50-year reunion for my high school is later on this year. And I don't have any like really nice blue things anymore. So I went looking for a blue shirt yesterday and I started to wear this maroon shirt and I went, I'd rather wear the blue. And then when I saw you, I was like, the spirit
was moving
always showing you confirmations of, yeah, you made a great choice, Michael. This is the energy you wanted to be in.
Right. You know what? Thank you for saying that because I think we forget that we are getting confirmations or we overlook them or we minimize them maybe. And always being communicated with.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love it. I do love it. It's fun. It really is fun.
It is. It is. Because you don't get tired if you work out.
You don't get tired.
When you're pausing, you're drifting into stillness and peace.
Great.
You ain't working hard. You're saying, let me come out of the world. Because the world is tripping. You come out of the world, you go inside, you tune in with the God you are, and you listen.
Yeah. Love it. Hi, everybody. Bob, welcome. We're so glad to see you. Says, including God and healing is very important. Yes. Hello, Reverend Verona. She says, spectacularly soothing. What an innate message, God. Yes, indeed. Pause is God's gift to us. Ooh, I like that, Pat. I love that. Pause is God's gift to us. Yeah, once we uh, find it, discover it, if we've moved out of that reactionary, uh, knee-jerk reaction space that uh, a lot of times, we move through at some point in our lives, or sometimes go back to for a moment, and go, oh, wait a minute, I have the holy pause. I had that magic moment. That's where my pot of gold lives. I'm going to revisit that holy pause. It brings me back into my heart, out of my jibber jabber. Jan says, hey, great to remember that the pause is not work. Thank you, Jan.
Jan said, I'd rather be on vacation somewhere.
To be on vacation. Amen.
Having a new
Amen.
experience, doing something I've never done before,
Yes.
And Jan's
Yes.
like, what's next? Let's party, I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
I don't feel like working. Let's make this easier. It is easier,
Mm,
especially when we do it together.
yeah.
It's
I love
easier.
that. Yes. The holy pause definitely offers us a space to choose, and how grateful we can be for that. Because if we're just always reactionary, there's a lot of times we end up back in our heads, oh, woulda, shoulda, coulda, if I just taken a breath, right? So what follows that holy pause, that choice we make in that pause, shapes the lives we create. So,
Well,
wow.
absolutely. I mean, when you think of when you think of the gifts that are revealed when you simply pause,
Mm,
you get miracles when you forget. You get miracles when you let go. You get miracles when you stop judging yourself. You get miracles when you
mhm,
stop judging the world or anything around it. You get, the pause is like clean up your side of the road
mhm.
because
Yeah.
life is amazing. Life is wonderful. Life is spectacular. The world that humanity has created is got challenges. But I'm not talking about the world. I'm talking about
Mhm.
the life within you
Mhm.
that has impact on the world. But don't
Yes.
start looking at the world because you'll get frustrated.
Yeah.
Look at your imagination. Look at what possibility can be in love, and look at what would be great if you went back to playgrounds where kids wanted to meet somebody. There'd be 20 kids at the playground. You'd never see a fight, never see anybody get upset. They'd all be excited to see each other. But human beings, we bring our fear to that. Adults bring their fear. Kids bring their excitement.
Mhm.
They're not
Mm.
looking at people going, "Look at the shoes she wearing. Oh my God, I don't like his clothes." Kids don't do that.
So
Grown
we can
adults
use
do that.
that holy pause to, ourselves, like erase the judgment. I talked about
Yeah.
how forgiveness, just being in a place of, okay, if I'm feeling upset right now, I'm taking a breath to in my holy pause where my treasure lies. I can forgive whatever I see is wrong or bad or different or other, and then everything resets in that space of consciousness where we make that decision to forgive and uh, release and let go, as we sang this morning. Wow. And Paris says, every stoplight, I always remember to take a breath. Lovely. Sonia says, Angelic is amazing. Yes, we were brought into such a sacred space. We are so grateful for this space. Well, we are going to now close up here and move over to our Zoom room for Michael's workshop. The pause is for you. How do you use it? So we are going to dive deep into this um, pause and what happens after the pause, in the pause, and after the pause. So thank you for being here, everybody. If today's service has supported you, inspired you, uplifted you, nourished you, encouraged you, we invite you to participate in the sacred practice of giving and the law of circulation. Your generosity, your contributions allow us to continue offering messages and music and this peace and this sacredness through our workshops and our compassionate outreach and this beautiful community. So thank you for your contributions. We're grateful. Those can be shared at unityinspiredliving.org. There's a giving page, there's a donate link, and it's easy to find your way there. So thank you for being a co-creator of this community. We are going to close with the prayer of protection. And I'd like to remind you that I speak it as it was intended by the author as a benediction, a blessing spoken over you, a reminder that you get to receive. That you get to receive. So let me share my screen with you and pull that up and ask you to let this land. The light of God surrounds you. The love of God enfolds you. The power of God protects you. The presence of God watches over you. The mind of God guides you. The life of God flows through you. The laws of God direct you. The peace of God abides within you. The joy of God uplifts you. The strength of God renews you. The beauty of God inspires you. Wherever you are, God is, and all is well. Amen. Ashe. Blessings, beloveds. We leave this gathering in love. May the light of the summer solstice remind you of the light within you. It's not at Neiman Marcus. And may you carry gratitude for the father figures and the fathers and the men who have shaped your journey. So happy Father's Day. May you trust that wisdom and allow it to emerge through your heart as you pause long enough to listen and receive. And we're so grateful to be together. So I will see you in the Zoom room for Michael J's workshop right now. And as I remind you every week, shine on, bright ones. We love you so much. Michael J, Prince of Peace, thank you for blessing us. We are tremendously grateful. Mwah. Shine on, bright babies.